Namaste. Welcome to Saturday. This is your Hatha yoga practice with me, Andrea. Okay, we're going to make our way down onto the mats and grab a little strap or a dressing gown, belt or a belt, anything like that, and have that to the right hand side of your body. I'm going to start the class this morning in Shavasana. So making your way down onto the mats. If you do have any twinges in the lower back, you can put a nice bend in your knees and bring the feet flat to the ground. If you're okay in the lower back, extend the legs out along the mat. Take the feet as wide apart as the mat and let the little toes drift out towards the side, so we have a little opening into the hips here. Allow the arms to be softly away from the body. Palms are facing upwards. And just gently tuck the shoulder blades under a little to open up through the chest, and tuck the chin into the chest a little, just so we lengthen out the spine. You might like to soften or close your eyes. And just allow a feeling of relaxation just to wash over you. Relax all of your fingers. Release any tension from the palm of the hand. It's an area where we quite often hold tension subconsciously. Relax your wrists, your elbows and your shoulders. Feel as though those shoulders are melting down into the ground, fully supported by the mat. Relax each of your toes, maybe give them a little wiggle and just release the toes. Relax the bottom of your feet, the sole of your feet. Relax the ankles, the calves, the knees and the thighs. Just have a scan around the body and just notice if there's anywhere you'd like to adjust. And make any last little movements so you can stay in stillness for the next few moments. And start to connect with your breath. Just notice the air flowing into your body. And notice the air flowing out. Without changing anything, just noticing your breath for a few moments. Notice where into the lungs you're breathing. Maybe you're breathing just into the chest. Maybe you're breathing into the side of the ribs. Or maybe you're breathing right the way down to the tummy. Just notice where you're breathing. Bring awareness to any sounds that you can hear as you breathe in and out. You might be able to hear a soft ocean type sound on the inhalation and the exhalation. So just tune into that sound for a moment. And when you feel ready to, start to deepen the breath. So as you breathe in, you're breathing right the way down to the lower abdomen. The tummy will gently rise, and then we fill the chest and fill all the way up to the collarbones. And as you exhale, the tummy will gently fall. If you find it difficult to bring the breath down to the lower abdomen, bring your hands down either side of your tummy button. And as you breathe in, see if you can breathe into your hands as if you're filling up a balloon. And maybe allow those hands to expand as you breathe in and gently fall as you breathe out. See if you can deepen the inhalation. And then lengthen the exhalation. So make the exhalation longer than the inhalation. So you might like to add a gentle counting. If the mind is still active, sometimes when we focus the mind and give it a little task, it just helps to calm down any thought processes that might be going on. So if you are finding it difficult, try to inhale for a count of 4 and then exhale for a count of 6. So just working at your own level. I'm not going to guide you today. Everyone's breath is slightly difficult. Sorry, not difficult, different. So just trying to keep that exhalation a little bit longer. Breathing in for 4, exhaling for 6 if that feels nice for you. And see if you can just introduce a feeling of softness to the body as you exhale. And as you inhale, maybe visualize a lightness to your body. And don't worry if the mind does start to wander, that's absolutely fine. Just notice any thoughts. Don't start to have a conversation with them, don't invite them in for tea. Just notice the thoughts, place them in a little bubble and just allow them to pass and bring your awareness back to your breath. You may do this time and time again, that's absolutely fine. This is a form of brain training, don't expect to be able to do it instantly. All depends on what's happened with your day, what's going on in your life. Sometimes the mind is just a little bit calmer, and sometimes it's a little bit busier. Which brings me to the focus of today's class. So in yoga philosophy, there are a set of guidelines called the yamas and the niyamas. And they're ethical principles and little guidelines to abide by, not only in your yoga practice, but also in your everyday life. So today I'm just going to focus on one of them, and this is Santosha. Santosha, directly translated, means contentment. So I'd like you to focus on being content with whatever your body offers you today, to whatever your mind offers you today, and also whatever your breath offers you today. Everything will change from day to day. And if we compare ourselves to previous practices or people on the mat next to us, sometimes we can find it a little disheartening. So it's really nice to just check in with Santosha. How are you feeling today? Can you feel content with what your body and mind are offering to you today? So if your leg doesn't reach as far as it did last week, that's absolutely fine. Does it still feel nice? Can you enjoy the practice? Be content. And it's a lovely principle to take off into life as well. Being content with what you have in life right now. It's quite a difficult one to practice, but it's a nice one. It's a really nice one to practice on the yoga mat. So maybe just set a little intention from your practice today. You might like to set the intention to be content. Or you might like to set the intention to maybe just be at peace with yourself for the next hour. You might want to skip making an intention. That's absolutely fine. Okay, on your next inhalation, we're going to glide the legs together. Stretch the arms up and overhead. Interlock the fingers, press the palms of the hands away, but have that feeling of relaxation through the shoulders. Press the lower back into the ground, hug the tummy in towards you. Just have a little flex of the feet. Engage all of the leg muscles. And then as you exhale, release everything back down. Release the arms down by the side of the body. Bring the right knee in towards the chest, followed by the left. Give yourself a little rock from side to side. Massaging into the sides, into the spine. And let's take those knees round in a big circle round to the right, massaging into the lumbar spine. And then circle round to the left. Lovely. Let's place the left foot down on the ground. Hug the right knee in towards you, really, really tightly. Gently tuck the chin into the chest, relax the shoulders and suck the tummy in towards the spine. Let's point and flex the foot just a few times. And then circle the ankle around to the right, just releasing off the ankle, circle around to the left. Lovely. Grab hold of your strap, which should be on your right hand side, or your belt, whatever you have to hand, and place it underneath the right foot, just below the ball of the foot or on the ball of the foot. Take a nice deep breath in, and as you exhale, extend your right leg up to the ceiling and lengthen out the leg so it's completely straight. Now for some of you, your leg might be a little bit further away from the body. All depends how tight you are in the hamstrings and what's going on in the lower back. So just being content with wherever your leg comes to today. So find the edge of your stretch, that point we think, oh, I don't really want to go any further. That's quite nice. Take a deep breath into that stretch. And as you exhale, just see if you can soften and maybe bring that leg slightly closer towards you. Have a little press of the heel away from you, up towards the ceiling and the toes towards your forehead. And then from here, see if you can glide your left foot out along the mat so that the left leg is nice and straight and flexed along the mat, and the right leg is extended up to the ceiling. So this starts to intensify the stretch. Take a moment to notice where in your body you can feel this stretch. We're looking to find the stretch in the belly of the hamstring, so the real middle part of the hamstring. If you are finding some tightness just behind the back of the knee, or right at the insertion point where this hamstring muscle starts to connect with the hips and into the thigh bone, you might like to just ease off slightly. And if there's any tension or shaking, again, you might like to ease off slightly. Lovely. Bring your left hand onto your left hip and keep that left hip pressing into the ground. Hold on to the strap with just your right hand. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, allow the right leg to float out to the right side of the body, wherever feels comfortable for you. Keep that left hip pressing into the ground. Keep the left shoulder pressing into the ground. And come to wherever feels comfortable for you. I've actually come to a stop because my foot's reached the wall. So I'm just going to stay here and hang out here for the moment. I've still got a lovely stretch into my inner thigh, into the groin, opening up into the hip, and my shoulders are relaxed. Lovely. Take 2 more deep breaths in here. Last deep breath in. Lovely long exhalation. And on the next inhalation, just engage the tummy muscles. Bring the leg back to centre. And then swap over the hands. So hold on to the strap with the left hand. We'll extend the right arm out to the side. Breathe in nice and deeply. And as you exhale, take the leg over to the left. And again, wherever is comfortable for you. Keep the right shoulder connected with the ground. Beautiful twist through the spine. And maybe turn your gaze to look along your right hand. So you've got a full twist from the base of the spine to the crown of the spine. Lovely big stretch into the glutes, stretching off the lumbar spine. Massaging all your internal organs. Opening up through the shoulder. You might like to even try to walk your fingertips away, the fingertips of the right hand away a little bit to open up into that chest and shoulder. If for anyone the right toes come to the ground, you might like to just try to bring the foot slightly closer up towards your head to intensify the stretch. But again, be content with where your body is today. Santosha. Lovely. We'll take 2 deep breaths here. Deep breath in. And exhale. Deep breath in. And exhale. And on the next inhalation, we're going to hug the tummy in. Bring the leg back to centre. Keep the leg where it is. And we're going to bend the knee, but keep the sole of the foot shining up to the sky. Well, you can tell I've been teaching outside. And bring the knee to the outside edge of your right shoulder. So coming into half happy baby. If this is really uncomfortable for anyone, you can slide the left knee in towards you. Slightly more challenging to have the leg extended. Try and keep that left leg nice and active. Lovely. Some of you might be able to release the strap and hold on to the outside edge of your right foot. So just coming wherever's comfortable for you today. Lovely. Slide the left leg in so the foot comes to the ground. Release the right foot and extend the right leg up towards the ceiling. Point the toes away from you. The arms are down by the side, palms facing downwards. We're pressing the lower back into the ground, hug the tummy in. Let's circle the leg out to the right, round to the front and back up to centre. So lovely opening into the hip joints. If there's any clunking in the hips, that's fine, but just make sure that there's no need pain or discomfort. If there's pain or discomfort, please stop. But if it's clunking and it's okay, just continue to circle the leg round. Next time it comes up to the ceiling, gently circle around to the other way. Keep your lower back pressing into the ground. Keep the abdomen gently engaged. Lovely. Hug the knee into the chest. Extend the left leg out along the mat. Allow it to hover from the ground just for a moment. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, lift your head up towards your right knee. Give it a nice little squeeze. Exhale, release the head down. And then see if you can swap the legs over. So bring the left knee in, extend the right leg out. Lovely. Right leg just hovering for a moment. Squeeze it in towards the chest. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, lift your head up towards the left knee. And as you exhale, gently lower. Release the head, release the right foot down to the mat. Okay, grab hold of your strap. Place it around the bottom of your left foot. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, extend the left leg up to the ceiling, straightening that leg as much as you can. Pressing the heel of the foot away. And again, I'd like to see straight legs. I'd like to see you actually. I'd like to see straight legs, but I'd really like to see you. Okay, so just make sure the leg is as straight as you can get it. If that means the leg comes slightly further away from the body, that's absolutely fine. Just working the muscles slightly differently to when we hold onto the back of the thigh. Okay, relax the shoulders down, flex the foot, keep the right leg active, toes pointing up towards the ceiling. Bring the right hand onto the right hip. Take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, extend the leg out to the left side. Make sure that right hip doesn't rise from the ground. And just allow that leg to come to wherever is comfortable for you. We're all very different in the hips. Some people are very open and some people are a little bit more closed. Santosha. Lovely. Take a lovely deep breath in. And relax. One more deep breath in. And relax. On the next inhalation, hug the tummy in, bring the knee back to centre. Swap the hands over at the top, so you're holding onto the strap with the right hand. Extend the left arm out to side. Right leg remains strong and active. And we've got length in the back of your left leg. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, drop the left leg over to the right. Keep the left shoulder connected with the ground. Oh, I've stopped, I've hit the wall again. Literally hit the wall. Lovely. Turn to face along your left hand. And breathe. Enjoy that lovely stretch into the glutes, the lower back, into the hamstrings. Lovely. If your toe does come to the ground, you can just tease on the strap slightly and bring the legs slightly closer up towards your forehead to intensify the stretch. Okay, take 2 more deep breaths here. Deep breath in and exhale. Deep breath in. It's actually quite nice with your leg against a wall, just in case anyone wanted to try it. On your next inhalation, hug the tummy in, bring the leg back to centre. Okay, so slide the right leg up, bring the foot flat to the ground. You can either hold onto the strap or onto the foot. We're going to bend the left knee to the outside edge of your shoulder, coming into that half happy baby again. So you might like to remove the strap and hold on to the outside edge of your foot. And if you'd like to intensify the stretch here, you can glide the right leg down along the mat and keep that right leg nice and active. Tease that left knee down towards the ground just a little bit more. Deep breaths in, deep breaths out. Lovely. Softly, softly release. Just bring the knee back into the chest for a moment. Give it a little hug. Glide the right foot in. So the knees up towards the ceiling, foot is flat on the floor. Bring the arms down by the side, palms facing downwards. Extend the left leg up to the ceiling and point the toes away. Press the lower back into the ground, hug the tummy in, and we'll circle the left leg round to the left, round to the front, and back up again. Lovely big circle round here. And again, just embracing any clunking that you might be able to hear in the hip joints. Please stop if that causes any pain. Lovely. Next time the leg comes up, gently start to circle around the other way. One more time. Bring the leg back to centre, hug it in, and bring the right knee in to meet the left. Place your hands underneath the lower buttocks, supporting your lower back, fingertips pointing away from you, and maybe the index finger and the thumb just gently meet, making a little diamond shape. Make sure the shoulders are relaxed, chin is tucking in gently towards the chest, and the belly button is being sucked in towards the spine. As you inhale, take the legs up towards the ceiling, flex the feet, and try and make that 90-degree angle from your body. Trying to get those legs as straight as you can. Suck the tummy in, press the lower back into the ground, relax the shoulders. Breathe in nice and deeply, keep those legs nice and active, and as you exhale, lower just the right leg nice and slowly, 1 inch from the ground. As you inhale, point the toes and bring the leg all the way back up. And then flex the foot to meet the left. Breathe in nice and deeply. As you exhale, lower the left leg really slowly, allowing it to hover just 1 inch from the ground. Inhale, point the toes, bring the leg back up. Okay, flex both feet, circle both feet around to the right, circle both feet around to the left. Flex the feet, hug the tummy in, point the toes. Flex and point, flex and point. Do that a few times. Start to feel the muscles in your calves work, the ankles work. You're still engaging the tummy muscles, the shoulders are relaxed. Flex the feet. Keep the engagement of the tummy. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, we're going to count to 10 and lower both legs to the ground. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it 1 inch from the ground. Lift the head up. Point the toes away. Make a lovely big circle around to the right. Just allowing those feet to hover from the ground. Circle round to the left. Lovely. Release down. Relax in Shavasana for a moment. Arms away from the body, feet nice and wide. Drop the toes out to the side. Relax the shoulders. Chin in towards the chest. Take a deep breath in. And a lovely long exhalation. Deep breath in. And exhale. Last time, deep breath in. And exhale. Bring the legs gently back together. Stretch the arms up and overhead. Stretch out through the right side. Stretch out through the left. And as you exhale, bring the arms down by the side. Hug the knees into the chest. Okay, cross the ankles over here and hold on to the tops of your feet. And squeeze the feet as close towards you as you can. Lovely, just taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Uncross the ankles, cross them over the other way, hold on to the top of the feet and give them a little squeeze in towards you. Maybe noticing if one side feels completely different to the other. Lovely, now hold on to your big toes. On a big inhalation, rock back along the mat. And coming up to seated. Whoops, might take a few times. Come up nice and tall. Tall spine, lift the chest. Uncross the ankles and hold on to the big toes. Lovely, plant those sit bones down on the ground. Lift the chest up, lengthen through the spine. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, extend the right leg out to the side. Bring it back in. Extend the left leg out to the side. Lovely big smile on your face. Bring it back in. And then take both legs up. Lift the chest. Relax the shoulders down. Breathe. And as you exhale, gently release down. Okay, we're going to do a weird old breath today. So just embrace your inner yogi. If you want to sit up on a cushion or a blanket or a block, please do so. I'm going to grab mine actually. Okay, so the first time I saw this, this breathing technique, my friend Nancy and I, we were on the banks of the river Ganges in a very spiritual place called Varanasi. And yoga is a massive, massive part of their culture in Varanasi. And at sunrise every day they have an opening ceremony for the Ganges. They open the river with this lovely ceremony with bells and fire, and it's chaos. But the people from the town all come and flock and sit on the ghats. So the ghats are the steps down towards the river. And there are thousands of people. There's a man with a microphone with his lovely turban on and his beautiful clothes, and he guides people through a yoga practice. Hundreds of people all together practicing yoga, and it's quite a lovely place. And I really wish I could count to 10 in Sanskrit because it really made us laugh. So what we're going to be doing, we're going to inhale, take the arms up and overhead. We've done this before, but we've done it as Kapalabhati breathing. So we had the arms down. We're going to do that pumping action. So as you exhale, you force the air out through the nose and bring the arms down by the side. So you inhale, the arms go up. You exhale, you force the air out down through the nose. So I'm just going to demonstrate. You go inhale. Okay, you got it. Let's all do it together. Okay, just prepare yourself. Bring your hands onto your knees. Sit up nice and tall. Find that openness into the front of your chest. Relax the shoulders away from your ears. Create space in the neck. Gently engage the tummy muscles. So we're breathing in and out through the nose, but we're really forcing the air out through the nose. The focus is on forcing the air out through the nose. The inhalation will happen automatically as the arms raise up into the air. Okay, you can close your eyes if you want to. If you want to laugh, please go ahead and do so. Okay, inhale, deep inhalation. Take the arms up and overhead. And exhale, begin. And release down. Take a deep inhalation. And exhale. We'll take a 3/4 breath in and hold the breath for 15 seconds. So breathe in, retain. Release the breath. Take a deep breath in and exhale. And I should have said, if at any point you feel any form of panic or you don't like the sensation that this is creating in the body, if it causes any discomfort, stop, come back to your natural breath. This can make you feel a little dizzy and a little bit wired, which is quite nice for some people. Okay, so it's a nice free high. Inhale, let's take a deep breath in, rise the arms up and overhead. And exhale, pump. Exhale, release. Deep breath in. And exhale, relaxing the shoulders. Deep breath in. Long exhalation. We'll take a 3/4 breath in. Retain the breath for hold for 20 seconds this time. Release the breath if you've not already done so. Take a deep breath in when you're ready. Exhale completely. Deep breath in. And exhale. And we'll begin the third round. So inhale, rise the arms up and overhead. And begin. Release the breath. Bring the arms down. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Deep breath in. And exhale. 3/4 breath in. We'll try and hold for 30 seconds. Do release the breath if it becomes uncomfortable. Inhale. Retain. Make sure the spine is tall, shoulders are relaxed. Exhale with control. And inhale nice and deeply. exhale completely. Inhale deeply. And exhale completely. Just take a moment to notice how you're feeling. Any sensations that you can feel in the body. How does your mind feel? Do you feel energized? Lovely, let's flicker open the eyes. And the thing I forgot to mention as I was describing that breathing practice was that on the Ganges, there's a lot of pollution in Varanasi, a huge amount of pollution. And obviously you get particles up the nose, can cause a little bit of mucus. I have never seen so many people evacuate things from their nose as I did all of those thousands of people doing their breathing practice, and it just revolts and makes you laugh all at once. So if you did need to use a tissue throughout that practice, brilliant, you're helping to clear the nasal passages. It's a really, really good breath to build strength in the respiratory system. And so hopefully you're all feeling nice and energized and nice and awake. So let's come up and do our sun salutations. Remove the block, come up to standing towards the top of your mat. And I hope you like my little Jackanory storytelling then as well. I don't know what's got into me. It's probably because it's not first thing in the morning. I'm actually recording this at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. A little bit more energetic than I am first thing in the morning. Things to note. Okay, bring the feet together. Lift up through the arches of the feet. Lift the kneecaps up, hug the tummy in, lengthen through the tailbone and roll the shoulders up, back and down. Create an opening into the chest, allow the crown of the head to be coming upwards and the fingertips down towards the ground. Okay, we're going to do 3 rounds of sun salutations. We'll do the first round nice and slowly so that we can just make sure that we have our alignment, our posture and everything correct. And then we'll do the next 2 rounds a little bit quicker. Inhale, exhale, bring your hands to prayer in front of your heart. Press the heels together, elbows out to the side and engage the chest muscles. Inhale, rise the fingertips up towards the ceiling. Create space between each of your ribs, so reach the fingertips upwards. Suck the tummy in, lengthen the tailbone. As you exhale, fold all the way forwards into your forward fold, bringing the fingertips in alignment with the toes. Some of you may need to bend your knees here if the hamstrings are growling at you as you come down. Take the gaze towards your knees. Relax the crown of the head, so that feeling of heaviness, the crown of the head heading towards the ground. Relax your shoulders, nod and shake the head to release any tension. Suck the tummy in and the weight moves ever so slightly forward into your toes. On a big inhalation, we're going to step the right foot back as far along the mat as you can, dropping the back knee and untucking the toe. That's quite a nice teaching point here. If you are a little bit more well endowed than your average person, sometimes when we come into this lunge, we actually can feel that the chest is in the way. Just gently take it across to the left to make a little bit more space for yourself there. Okay, sink those hips down. Pull up the pelvic floor, hug the tummy in to keep the pelvic alignment correct, and make sure that your left knee is stacked directly over the right. Lift the chest, lengthen through the neck and look up. On a big inhalation, tuck the back toes under, plant the hands on the ground and step the left foot back to meet the right in your plank pose. Okay, when you come into plank, just check your hips aren't up nice and high. They should be in a straight line, all the way from your heels of your feet to the crown of the head. Press your fingertips into the ground, fingers are spread nice and wide apart. Lift the chest away from the ground, suck the tummy in. Take a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, lower the knees to the ground. Hug the elbows into the side. Keeping the hips lifted, lower the chest and the chin towards the ground. Inhale, lower all the way onto the tummy. Slide the feet away. Loop the shoulders behind you. Hug the elbows into the side. And lift the chest and look up. This is a really small move. So when you come into this position, you can actually lift your hands from the ground. That starts to engage the back muscles. We will change this as we go into the third round. Plant the hands on the ground, tuck the toes under, lift the hips, straighten the arms, coming into your downward dog. So really shoot those hips up towards the ceiling, suck the tummy in, lengthen through the spine, so all the way from the tailbone to the crown of the head. Glide the shoulder blades down your back, create space between the shoulders and the ears. Come up onto your toes as high as you can go for a moment and stretch out those toes. Shoot the hips up and see if you can press your chest towards your thighs. And then gently lower the heels all the way down to the ground. Lovely. On a big inhalation, we're going to step the right foot between the hands. Now, if this doesn't work, you can lower the left knee to the ground, step the right foot to wherever it wants to come, and then pull it to the front of the foot. So you grab hold of the ankle and step it forwards. And again, just make sure your alignment, right knee over right ankle. Hips are sinking down, but we're pulling up the pelvic floor, hugging the tummy in and lifting the chest. Loop those shoulders back a little bit. Untuck the back toe. On a big inhalation, tuck the back toes under, step to the front of your mat into your forward fold. Take the gaze to the knees, relax to the crown of the head. Inhale, rising all the way up, gently arching backwards. And exhale, release. Okay, that's your right side. Let's go straight into the left. Inhale, exhale, hands to prayer. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold forward. Release the crown of the head. Step the left foot back, drop the knee, lift the chest and look up. Check your alignment. If the knee is back over the toes like this, again, just grab hold of the ankle and step it forward. Tuck the back toes under, plant the hands on the ground, step the right foot back into plank. And just make sure you're in alignment. Hug the tummy and press away from the ground. Press the heels away from you as well. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, lower the knees to the ground, hug the elbows into the side, lower the chest and the chin, keep the hips lifted. Glide onto the tummy, stretch the toes away, lift the chest. Coming into your little baby cobra. You can lift the hands away from you if you need to. Stretch the toes away behind you. Tuck the toes under, lift the hips, pressing into your downward dog. And maybe just lift one heel and then the other, stretching out through the back of the legs. And then come into stillness. On a big inhalation, step the left foot to the front of the mat. Give it a helping hand if it needs it. Drop the back knee, lift the chest and look up. Right foot forward, into your forward fold. Inhale, rise, gently arching back, saluting the sun. Exhale, release. Okay, round two. We're going to go a little bit quicker now. If you need to stop at any time, take a little child's pose. Reset your breath and join in when you can. Inhale, exhale, hands to prayer. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Step the right foot back. Drop the knee, lift the chest, look up. Step the left foot back into plank. Lower down, knees, chest and chin. Roll into cobra. Press the toes away. Tuck the toes under. Lift the hips, downward dog. Take 2 deep breaths in here. Shoot the hips up, sink the chest down. On a big inhalation, step the right foot to the front of the mat. Drop the back knee, lift the chest and look up. Step the left foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, release. Okay, left side. Inhale, exhale, hands to prayer. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Step the left foot back, drop the back knee and look up. Right foot back into plank. Hold your plank. Lower down, knees, chest and chin. Rolling into cobra. Tuck the toes under, lift the hips, downward dog. Take 2 breaths here. Deep breath in, deep breath out. On the next inhalation, step the left foot to the front of the mat. Drop the back knee, lift the chest. Right foot forward into forward fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, release. Beautiful. So we're going to swap the cobra up here. We're going to come into a version of upward dog. If it doesn't feel comfortable, if you've got any problems with the lower back, stay with the cobra as we've done on the last 2 rounds. Okay, inhale, exhale, hands to prayer. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Step the right foot back. Drop the back knee, lift the chest and look up. Step the left foot back into your plank. Lower down, knees, chest and chin. Start by rolling into your cobra. Hugging the elbows into the side, hands planted down underneath the shoulders. The neck is long, we're lifting the head and the chest, pressing the toes into the ground so the tops of the feet are connected with the mat. As you inhale, press through the hands, lift the hips, lift the thighs, coming into upward dog. Lovely, tuck the toes under one at a time and float up to downward dog. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. On a big inhalation, step the right foot to the front of the mat. Drop the back knee, lift the chest, lengthen the neck. Left foot forward into forward fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, release. Okay, left side. Inhale, exhale, hands to prayer. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Step the left foot back, drop the knee, lift the chest. Step the right foot back into plank. Lower down, knees, chest and chin. You can make your way into cobra and stay here. Or if you'd like to, if you're a little bit more flexible and strong in the back, squeeze those shoulder blades together, lift the head, the chest, straighten the arms up, press into the tops of your feet and lift the thighs and the hips. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Walk the toes under, press up to downward dog. 2 deep breaths in your downward dog. And a big inhalation, step the left foot to the front of the mat. Drop the back knee, lift the chest and look up. Step the right foot forward into forward fold. Inhale, rising all the way up, salute the sun. Exhale, hands to prayer. Press your hands into your heart space. Lift the heart space up to your thumbs, relax the shoulders down. Soften or close your eyes, and let's just cool that breath down. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Bring your breath back to its natural rhythm. See if you can feel your heart beating. Feel your lungs breathing. Lovely. Flick it open the eyes, release the arms down. I don't know about you, I don't know if it's hot where you are, but it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon and I'm dripping buckets, but it is about 30 degrees, so I'm not really all that surprised. Okay, let's stand towards the front of the mat. Bring your hands onto the hips. We're going to step the left foot back. Oops. And bring the toes to about a 45-degree angle at the back. Press down through the back edge of your foot and keep the back leg nice and straight. The right toes are pointing up along the mat. We're going to bend the right knee so it stacks directly over the ankle joint. We'll bring the hands to prayer in front of your heart space and then take the arms out to the side into warrior 2. Take the gaze to the middle finger of your right hand. Make sure the arms are nice and even. You're not doing up and down. They're nice, straight, parallel line to the ground. And relax the shoulders away from the ears. If you want to make it slightly more challenging, you can step your right foot slightly forward, sink those hips down. Now bring awareness to the pelvis here, lengthen through the tailbone and hug the tummy in. Sink down through those legs. Make sure that when you look down over your right knee, you can still see your second and third toe. The knee isn't falling inwards, it's stacked directly over that ankle. Lovely. Lift the heel of the right foot, coming up onto the toes, and see if you can sink down just a little bit more. Keep the torso nice and upright. Keep the chest nice and wide and open. Breathe in. As you exhale, lower the heel to the ground. Imagine someone's got hold of your hand, they're pulling you forward. And as you exhale, bring the left hand to the back of the left leg. The right arm goes up and overhead. Reach those fingertips away, lengthen down through those legs into your reverse warrior. Breathing in, find space through the front side of the ribs. Inhale, float all the way back up to your warrior two. Hands come to the hips, we'll turn the right toes in. This time we'll turn the left toes out and make sure the back foot is about a 45-degree angle. So we're just starting to go in a slightly different direction. Just adjusting myself, excuse me. Okay, take the arms out nice and wide. Relax the shoulders, make sure the arms are on a parallel line. Back leg remains straight and we'll sink down into that left leg. Take a little look down, see if you can see your second and third toe to make sure the knee is tracking directly. Open up through the chest, relax the shoulders down, lengthen the tailbone, hug the tummy in. Lovely. See if you can sink down through those legs a little bit more, but keep the torso upright. You're not starting to lean forward here. Torso remains upright. Come up onto the toes of the left foot. Sink down 1 more inch, building lovely strength into the legs, opening up into the hips, shoulders having a little workout. Gently release the heel to the ground. Inhale, lean forward as much as you can, and as you exhale, right hand comes onto the back of the right leg. We flip the palm of the left hand over and reach up and overhead. Deep breaths in. Deep breaths out. Keep the tailbone long, tummy hugged in, reaching those ribs apart. Taking the gaze up towards your hand if that feels nice. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, gently, gently release. Come back into warrior two. Hands come into prayer and we bring the left toes in. So just make sure the feet are parallel on the right line. Inhale into your big star shape. As you exhale, hinge from the hips, keep that tummy hugged in and fold all the way down into a nice wide-legged forward fold. We're trying to reach the hands to the ground. Now, if your hands don't reach, bring them either onto the thighs, maybe you can reach the calves, maybe the ankles. Bring the weight ever so slightly forward into your toes, lift the sit bones up, suck the tummy in underneath the lower rib cage and press the chest towards your thighs. Nod and shake your head to release any tension in the neck. Relax your shoulders. If the hands do come down to the ground, you might like to walk them through your hands with the fingertips pointing away from you. And gently relax into this posture. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, soften the shoulders, soften the crown of the head towards the ground. Lovely. Undo your hands if you're touching them behind. Bring them back into the middle. Come up onto your fingertips, lift the chest till you're coming into a nice flat back. Hug the tummy in, keep that spine nice and tall, bring your hands onto your hips. On a big inhalation, float all the way up, keeping that tummy engaged. And we're going to heel toe the feet together, or jump if you're feeling active. And let's make our way down into final relaxation. I know, it's gone. We've done an hour. I could do more, but you know, I'm committed to an hour, so I don't want to upset you guys. Okay. Hands come to prayer in front of your heart space. Feet come together. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Squeeze the knees, the calves, the ankles and the feet together. Engage the glutes. Really hug the glutes in. Hug the tummy in. Take a nice deep breath in. Come up onto your heels. No, come up onto your toes. Heels are lifted. Keep the engagement of the legs. Take a deep breath in as you exhale. Gently, gently squat all the way down. Keep those legs squeezed together. Keep the abdomen hugged in. When you come down, as far as you can go, if it's comfortable for your knees, take the arms out to the side in a little balance. Open up that chest. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, lower the hands to the ground and make your way in to Shavasana for your final relaxation. So lying down flat on your back. The legs can be extended. Or if there's any discomfort in the lower back, put a little bend into your knees. Feet flat on the ground. Your choice. So just taking a few moments here to allow all the prana, the energy that we built up throughout our practice, to flow freely around the body. Sending all those lovely white blood cells to all the areas that need a little bit of attention. Just allow yourself to breathe deeply for a few moments. As we breathe deeply in our yoga practice, it actually helps stop the build-up of lactic acid, so that you don't feel quite so achy after your practice. It's a little toxin, and the deep breathing helps us to expel the toxin from the body. So gently close or soften the eyes, relaxing the shoulders. Just take a moment in silence, consciously relaxing the whole of the body. And you'll hear my voice again in about 30 seconds. Or you'll hear Dolly in about 5 seconds. It's my next door neighbour's dog. Please take a slightly deeper breath in. Pause at the top and a lovely full exhalation. Bring some awareness back to your fingers and your toes. Move your hands and your feet. And gently reawaken your body however feels nice for you. Have a little stretch, have a little yawn if that feels nice. And as you exhale, gently float the arms down by the side of the body. Rolling onto the right hand side of the body. And pressing yourself up to a comfortable seated position, taking your time. Try and remain with the eyes closed for a moment and sit up nice and tall out of the spine with the tummy gently engaged. Let's rub the hands together really quickly, creating lots of heat between the hands. And gently place them over your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, bring your hands to prayer in front of your heart space. And we'll finish the class with the chanting of the Om today. So inhale for Om. Om Shanti. Namaste. Hope you all enjoyed that practice. Hope you enjoyed the breathing. Do leave any comments, feedback below. I'd love to know what you thought of that and my little story of India. Okay, have a wonderful weekend. I am actually on my hollybops. Well, I will be when you're watching this. Have a lovely time and I'll see you all soon. Take care. Bye-bye.